on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they didn't do a lot there to fool anyone. They just came right out and ran the football, but with great success, and that's the way you want to get things started. A nice quick opener for a big gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Griffin. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Commanders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark. And what's that? And what's the ball? Check 12. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift. Watch the safety creep. Shift. Check 4. Check 4. Run it. Check 37.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Seahawks at 4-5, a game under 500. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check. Undercut.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
Now it's Griffin. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 49 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He's going to take another shot here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
In motion left goes a tight end. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll go right back to the ground with Portis. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 79 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Griffin. Drops this one off to Portis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it here with Portis. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They go play action with Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Drop deep. 12.
Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Griffin. They set up the screen to Portis. And some room to work. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
In motion left comes Moss. Play action. It's Griffin. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Okay, break. Hey, check that. Street.
Check, crunch. Watch twist.
An inside give. Here's Portis. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 88 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Check curls, check 14. 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Go. Hey, man up, D. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. I got one.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 27, Mike 27. I got one. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. I can't believe they let you play. Touch 50.
In motion left goes Smith.
Mike 27. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Mike 27. They're not ready for this. Gun. Ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong way.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll buy some time right. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
25, 25.
Got three down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 6. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
Smith, the man in motion left. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! A big play there. 55 yards. And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 27. Mike 27. Let's go.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Sliding. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Offensively lucky there. Able to keep the football, but Fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Travis Etienne, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it is 42-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the 6. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To try again after the sack. Fields. This is Smith with a grab. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. On 4th down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Running right, Portis. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. They go play action. Griffin. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, Griffin. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Las Vegas. The Raiders, they've added on, extending their lead a bit further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Fields on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
3rd and 2, Fields being chased out left. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Fields out to his left. the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Okay, just like that, just like that. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Here we go.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Washington on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They hand it off to Portis. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Check, hurt.
On the give, here's Portis. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Hurt.
Let's go. Check it back. Go.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got some space here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line?
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 72 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. Fields. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a give, left side, it's Portis. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now Griffin. The right side, that's complete to Clark. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it here with Portis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is,
How does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for Washington, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.